up?
Ready?
Yeah. Speed.
Jaren Jackson Jr. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
It's our first time, like, face to face.
Yeah. Big production set. We got it all. We put money in it.
You got dressed up for us. We're gonna start chronologically because that's the only way to do it. You were out first 14 games of the season. Rehab sucks. Like, Zaire told us a lot about like the mental aspect of it, about how just like not being able to play basketball sucks. And then Danny's actually talked about the physical aspect of it, how it's like more grueling and more work to just get back out there than if you were just playing. How much did it suck?
I mean, I'm seeing Danny's right now, and I'm seeing Zaire's too, but now Zaire's back. But it's a grind. Like, you don't even you want to come to the games and watch because it's fun and like we're the most exciting team and you want to be there for your friends. But like, you're just sitting there like, dang, this is not what I want to do. I want to be out there. I want to help. But I mean, it's a grind for sure. But I think like when you come back, you feel like, all right, like mentally I've gone through worse, kind of. Like sitting there, you have to have some sort of patience. Like you're just sitting there. Like you either don't have patience and it's just agony, or you learn patience and you get it together. But thank God it was only 14 games. Like it could have been way more.
Could have been way more.
Yeah.
You know how we, as the media, overanalyze everything?
What does this about to mean?
Is your pinned tweet about being injured? You know what your pinned tweet is right now?
Well, when you come back,
You'll understand why.
you'll understand why. Yeah, it was about being injured.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tweeted that at some point during the process.
It was like late July, I think.
Some of my best tweets come when I'm, I guess, down.
We've talked about your tweets, and there's like a bunch in the draft. I get it. I just didn't want to like assume and put that on you that it was about that. But
I haven't really gotten back into that kind of vibe on Twitter in a while.
Go put some peace signs on there today.
Yeah.
Start it up. You did a lot of your rehabbing in Memphis, yes? Because a lot of guys will go home in the off season, but you really like made Memphis like home, haven't you?
Oh yeah. I was nailed in. I was like 10 weeks or however long it was. It was a long time. And I love being at my house, but you wanted to go to the beach or something, but I had a cart and the cart don't work at the beach and the boot doesn't fit in a lot of places. So you just kind of had to make home.
Is Memphis like home now for you though? You've been here like the longest out of, like, I guess high school was 4 years, right? But it's different schools. And then Michigan State was only 1.
I skipped around, so this is like the longest I've been somewhere. And besides Dylan, yeah, I've been here, feels like forever, and my mom's down the block. So everyone's just kind of, it feels very home to me.
Like, is Indiana home? If I was like, Jaren, where's home? Would it be Memphis?
It would be here.
Aw, that's really cute.
It would be here.
Did you know that you averaged the most points against the Pacers in your whole career? Like, out of any other team?
I didn't know that. I thought it would be a different team.
It's not.
There was a team I thought it would be, but
Who?
I thought it would be the Clippers. I don't know though. I just feel like I have good games against them.
Oh.
But
You might have good games, but maybe you had one and it brought you down. The Pacers have just been like consistently good.
Okay. Pacers, I definitely still some people will come out to see your boy a little bit.
You have to buy 5,000 tickets?
No, I let them. I mean.
Okay, I exaggerated with 5,000, but like it's not like a homecoming when you get there?
Nah, it's not as much of a homecoming as it is just like a lot of like just people who manage to get tickets, and then I'm like, oh, okay. Like I didn't even know you were gonna come. I don't even think they put it together until after the game. But then Dez gets so many.
Yeah.
And then I like merge with that and just like feel that love.
Okay. I feel like I got a little off track. I want to talk about defense.
Defense.
Because when you came back after those 14 games, the Grizzlies went from a bottom 5 defensive rated team to a top 5.
We were bottom 5.
You were bottom 1.
Oh, bottom.
I was trying to be nice, Jaren. But what do you like? Are you taking credit for that? What did you like ignite? Because I'm not saying it's just you, but like the presence that you bring with everyone else. Like I've talked to your teammates about how they find it so much easier knowing you're behind them. If they happen to get blown by, they know you're there. So like, what did you bring to it?
Just like security. It's like, a a fail-safe or something like that. Just you knowing I'm there, it's going to help you put more pressure on the ball. It's just going to help you work. I don't want you to just think like I'm always going to be there, but I am always going to be there. So just know I'll be there if you need me. And I mean, they do a good job. I mean, DB's going crazy right now. He's been doing this for years. I think he should have gotten more credit before. He's going to continue to get more credit because we're putting him on the best player every game. So he definitely is going crazy. Like, I'm so happy to watch this, like, in real time.
You guys are literally both Defensive Player of the Year candidates right now. Is that crazy on one team?
I expected that. That's what, like, we strive
about
to.
You or about him? Or about both of you?
Yeah, like, we talk about this all the time. Like, we talk about defense so much with each other, just like positioning and what we want to see. We got to be on a string with each other. If we mess up one play, like, where we think we could have done a little bit better and they make a shot, like, usually I feel like, I don't know how other teams will be, but I feel like they'll just move on. We'll move on, but we'll be like, look, bro, that can never happen again. Like, we can never, like, we're very in particular. We don't want anybody to score.
Like you and Dylan, or you and the whole team?
The whole team, but me and Dylan specifically will be like, bro, like, he'll tell me, like, something like, bro, we can't let that happen. And I'll tell him, like, I get you. It's the same thing.
How do you navigate knowing that people rely on you so much? I'm gonna preface it by saying I was talking to Kennedy after one of the early games, and I had said something like, what's it like having Jaren back? And he's like, we literally watch film and someone's like, why'd you let that guy go by you? And he's like, I had Jaren behind me. Is that not like a lot on you? He was joking. He said it like jokingly.
Yeah. I mean, you just got to be ready to play. When you have more responsibility.
Like, you got to cover you and your guy and the rim.
For sure.
At all times.
For sure. I just got to, I mean, you got to do your work to make sure you're ready to play because you have a lot on your shoulders. Just accept it. It's really nothing more. Because you can't, it's not like I'm just going to, I have one role. You have multiple roles. So you have to be on a lot more. And I mean, I relish that. You get a lot more chances to show your ability and, yeah, take naps, you know, make sure you get water, like, do all those little things, like, even before, get sleep, because you need those quick twitch reactions. You need those things people don't have. Like, you got to have it all the time.
Your chase down blocks, it feels like you just, like, come from behind and take everyone's hope away. There's been so many recently that, like, the guy, I just know it. I can see it in his face. He, like, thinks he has an open shot, and you're just like, eh.
That's, like, the whole point. Like,
You want to give them the open look?
You have to, well, you can't do it too much because people are really good now. We're in the pros. Like, in the past, like, when I was really tiny, like, I would let them go by me completely because I knew I could completely chase down them, like, every time. I would let a dude just fly by. But now, people are, like, better. So now, I gotta make you think you're open, but I kind of gotta, like, feel it. It's like an in-between type of thing. I can't put myself too far. But I also can't just keep thinking block, because, like, the way I'm getting blocked is just being in the right spot to just play
You're
defense.
altering shots, too. That's not all about blocks. There was a stat that said, like, 48% of shots around you have been altered, which is an insane number. You're
That's the
not
whole
blocking all of
point.
them.
Just disrupt them, make them change what they got to do. If I get a block, it's a bonus, but we're getting a lot of them. So, I don't know. I think I told somebody in my press conference last time, I was just like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm just riding the wave of whatever defensive rhythm is happening. He was like, yo, is there defensive rhythm? I'm like, maybe. So.
Is there a difference between last year? Are you just not fouling out? And I don't mean that to, like, come at you, but, like, you're obviously better numbers this year. Is it just being on the floor?
Just being in the game more. Being in the game, able to do more things. I think, I don't think the refs are looking for me right now. They're just when you do foul, like, they're looking for it more. And then can't touch nobody.
You think you're getting vet calls now?
Oh, no. I don't think it's that level. I don't think it's that level yet. But you can't jinx anything. You want to just keep saying no, because then if you say yes, they're like, ha, got you. And now they're back on me. You can't touch nobody. It's the new NBA. You got to put your hands back. You got to run away. Run away from guys. Don't touch. Don't have your arm
Even
down.
on the bench?
Yeah, like, can't do anything. Can't celebrate. Don't get hype. Don't cheer. No joy around here in the
Stop
NBA
smiling.
now. Yeah.
Even during this, I'll give you a tea from here. Okay. We're moving to the second last part because I'm not going to have you on here and not talk about fashion.
Drip.
Yours. I did a deep dive, Jaren, because I'm a little bit of a creep. And I was like, I wonder when he started getting Cool. I looked at your first year walk-in pictures, and it's like a whole lot of like this. It's like Team Gear, Nike, what?
We deleted those.
Oh, I have them. Then your second year, you like started. You had like a lot of Supreme. That was like your thing, right? Yeah. At what point did you? Okay, I'm just gonna say this because when I look back, I came in your second year, right? And I think so. And I can picture like the denim Balenciaga jacket with the briefcase. I can picture the fur jacket. I can picture the off-white like long cardigan.
Those are the ones.
Like some like iconic looks.
Those are the ones.
When did those ones start? Because that is not the Jaren that started.
Yeah, those started when I met my stylist, and she basically went in my closet and was like, "Get rid of everything." She got rid of everything, sold a lot of stuff, and then we looked at just a bunch of stuff. She got the rhythm of what I was into, and then we were looking at.
Like what though? Like what do you say to her when she's like, "Okay, we're starting from scratch"?
Oh, well, at first I go on Google and I look up a bunch of my favorite people who dress.
Who?
And then I look up MGK, I look up A$AP Rocky, I look up Wiz. Like, I look up a lot of artists and like different pieces that they wear. I'll like find a certain picture and I'll tell her, hey, this style of this is what I like. And then her mind's so good, she gets it. So then she'll go out and shop for me. And then she mixes in like suits and like nice stuff that I don't really think of. That's like where her mind goes because she wants to show versatility.
Your suit this year?
Yeah, that was actually for Coach Darko. He was like, one day, he said, before you come back to play, I need a suit.
Stop.
I was like, all right, cool. So I made a call. I was like, I need an all black suit.
Ooh.
Simple. And it went crazy. But I mean, those looks that were really like stand out, that's when I met her. And then ever since then, I was like, I just want to keep going because I also like making people just like talk with what you wear. Like everybody was like I wore some stuff that was very.
No, the one that you knew it was, you walked into the press conference room and didn't even like say anything. You just stood there. It was like the vest that was like, had the holes in it.
Yeah.
Your whole body was just out. You just stood there and everyone was like.
I was like, yep. Net. I got net on right now. That's exactly what, I mean, I love that. That's like, and everyone knows I do that now. So now when I do it, no one's shocked. That was the whole point. Now I'm at that point that I talked about.
No, we were shocked when you wore a suit. We were like, Jaren,
oh, yeah.
who are you dressing up for?
I got that.
Do you have a favorite so far from last year, from this year? You don't have to.
I don't. I definitely don't.
Okay.
They're all my kids.
Oh.
They're all my babies, all my fits.
Don't throw them away.
No.
You just told me you were throwing away your clothes, and I'm like, don't throw away your
We keep the important stuff, but we got to sell back stuff to get money sometimes.
Do you have the fur jacket?
Oh, yeah. We're keeping all the coats. We're
Okay.
keeping all that stuff.
Okay.
Shout out Spirit Hoods.
Okay. We're going to do, to end, some well-known facts about you, but then like you further explain them just a little bit. There's 5, I think.
5 facts.
5 facts. Ready? Numero uno. Your dad
Chief.
played basketball, NBA champ. At what age did you beat him in a basketball competition first?
I beat him like 12,
Stop.
11, maybe 11.
I feel like you're lying.
No, I beat him at 11. I don't even think he let me win. He used to let me win maybe one game when I was earlier, but then I beat him for real. And then he tried to cheat one game too. I remember that's when I knew I had him. I was like, okay, I got you. Because I was getting tall. So I was beating. I don't know how tall I was at that age, but I was getting big.
12, I feel like you're lying, but
I was
wasn't
definitely,
there.
it might have been 10.
12, stop.
It might have been 10. I was getting nice. Left hand, just layups, you know, full court in the backyard, 2 hoops, full court. He's just shooting like half court, which is a regular 3-point shot because it's a small court.
Because he was a shooter too.
Yeah,
so like
was,
to be fair.
He was a good shooter. But he just gets lazy. Like, he just gets lazy. He's playing against his kid for hours in a driveway.
It's not
like,
lazy. Like you get
whatever
older
it is,
too.
he lost. And I'm young. He lost. And he knows he lost. And then it got really bad after that. I don't even want to talk about that.
What?
It just got bad. It was just like, I'm getting older. Now it's like 21 skunk. Then it was like, oh, my leg, my hair beat, my back hurts. I can't, get off. Sorry, bro.
Done.
Yeah.
Dunzo.
Coach Jackson.
Yeah.
Now, Yeah.
I was wondering if he was going to be at your game when you were up in New York.
In New York?
Is he not in New York?
He was there.
Okay.
Yeah, coach.
Okay.
Straight up, just like, no. He knows it isn't, he thinks he can still shoot as good as me.
Shooting is one of those things that, like, you lose that last. Like, I haven't touched a basketball in years. I could still shoot a basketball.
Ride a bike. Drive a car type, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not
He's got a little
great
bit.
driver, but. When you got drafted, he did a draft interview and he said that you modeled your game after Kevin Garnett, Porzingis, and AD. Still
That's
true?
what I said. You know what they said about me? They said I was Joe Kim Noah. Shout out Joe Kim. But yeah, continue.
Who would you prefer?
I mean,
Kevin Garnett.
before I knew Joe Kim, KG was my dog. When I was in the summer, he was talking to me about stuff. So that's my dog, and his intensity is crazy. So KG for real. But then I met Joe Kim, and then I played with him a little bit, and then I practiced against him. And then I scored on him in practice after he scored on me. So, shout out Joe Kim.
Okay, we were talking even before you got here. I'm sure you've told this to someone, but I have no idea why you were number 13. Because you were 2 in college.
Yeah.
And I said it was because it was my birthday, but everyone here said it wasn't. I don't know why you're laughing. It's a serious moment, but continue.
I wore 2.
And now X is 2 to honor you.
Yeah, no, great guy. Like, honestly, like, if there's any guy I would want to wear 2, but 2 is really for my dad in college. But then I was like, all right, like, pick something else. I don't even know. It was really just because, like, I was like, when I was trying to pick a number, I picked 13, and I remember such a strong reaction of no from my people who I told.
Why? Because it's like an unlucky.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, well, now I'm picking it because that's my whole. Like, you just go against it. You go against. Try to turn it around. Plus, I thought it was a cool number. People be 13. People be rocking it. Yeah, it's swag.
Someone also said when we were talking about it, like before you got here, that 3 minus 1 was 2, so it was like a whole thing. You know?
No, it's dope. And then there's 12, like 12 king. There's one below.
Yeah, but
12.
he wasn't here before.
Yeah, but that's how it works. Like, you can't even plan for that stuff. Like, now it's like 12 and 13.
Crazy.
It's dope.
Crazy. Okay, on your NBA bio, like if you just type Jaren Jackson Jr., it says that your mom thought you were going to be a lawyer if you weren't a basketball player. Why?
Because she was, and I told her that probably because I couldn't think of anything else, and I didn't want to be a doctor, and I didn't want to do any of that other stuff. So I was just like, but I didn't know, when I said it back then, I didn't know law school was like 8 years. I was like, yo,
You'd still be in school right now.
Oh my God. I'd be in school till I'm 28, 29, then I'm a lawyer at 30. I don't know. Thank God. God is good all the time.
Okay, my very last thing, quickly. Your pregame routine with the little 4-year-old girl. I don't know how it started. Like the first time.
It's been so many.
I know.
But
like it's not, I don't want to, like
been
intimate
so
is the wrong word, but like you literally give her the ball and she passes it. Like that must have started in some way. You can just hand her the ball and she
I
knew
feel
what to
like
do.
in the beginning, I don't think she was throwing it. I think I went over there.
Did you like touch it? Would you just like say hello?
Or she like threw it back to me. Or she caught it or maybe I had her touch it and then I do something with it. Or I have her touch it and I throw it.
And it's just evolved.
But then like I remember when one day I just gave it to her and I was like wondering what she was gonna do. And I think early on she just didn't know what was going on and she just would throw it. And I'm like, oh my God, this girl's just throwing it. So then the next time I gave it to her, I knew she was gonna throw it and I would just like, she's like little, like I know she's not knowing, so I would hide behind her. Like I give it to her, hide behind her so she doesn't think she gotta throw it back to me. Just do whatever you want with it. And I'll go figure it out. So now, I think she completely understands it now.
Well, she's older too now.
She's
not
older
like
now.
2.
I'm wondering to see, like, as she gets older, what changes. Like, if she's just gonna.
It's gonna be like a real
pitch
pass
that
now. She
and,
throws
like,
it to half court.
Yeah, like she just starts beaming it, or like goes behind the back or something, like, or maybe fakes me out one time, or I don't know. Maybe she doesn't stand on her parents' legs one time and she's just over there.
That's gonna be crazy.
She's like 5'1" one time, 5'2", and I'm just like, oh my God, I knew you when you were the little girl in the pink shoes, and now you're in high school or whatever she's going.
Stop.
Middle school or whatever.
Don't age us that quickly.
Yeah, whatever she's gonna be. I'll still give her the ball though.
You keep coming. You keep getting the ball. Okay. Thanks, Jaren. We're donezo.
Woo. This has been a great episode of KJ's podcast featuring Trip. Great.